It's definitely going to be a quad burner, this one. Check that! This is a controversial subject. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I am currently going up Glenridding Dodd for a wild camp. If you don't know where that is nestled alongside Water. And we are currently going up this gnarly path. Apparently the ascent is quite steep. No scrambling, but it is quite steep. So we're going to tackle it. It's only 400 odd metres, I think it's 442 metres. So it's not too bad. It's just I know I'm going to be breathing out my backside when I go up there. So I'll bring you back when I'm a bit further up. And when I've caught my breath as well. A little bit eerie up here. You see all that behind me? Yeah. And that woodland there. It just feels eerie. I'm sure when I get to the top it'll be absolutely fine, but definitely got that eerie feel to it. A lot of loose gravel and stone underfoot, so definitely worth keeping your wits about it. Don't want to roll your ankle. But yeah, super steep. It's definitely going to be a quad burner, this one. Shit. Oops. Sweating. I don't think the camera does it justice again. How steep that actually is. My feet were at like a 45-degree angle. That's the view though. Let's be honest, it does make it worth it. Just climb that. Effectively climbing a bloody tree. You wouldn't want to camp in here, would you? You know what, if it weren't frowned upon so much, that'd make a great little pitch set. You've got trees in the way, but you can pretty much see the lake. You've got that little window there. Fells over there. Make a fantastic little pitch set. Wouldn't overly trust that tree much, but still, if you're brave enough. So if you can see it. There's the path, and it goes all the way up. See it there? Up there. Nice and steep. I'm hoping that's the last little bit, and then it's relatively flat, and then it goes round on itself to the top. Is that the camera, or do I look sunburnt today? Have I caught the sun today? Oops. Take it home, people. If you can't take it home, don't bother coming. Scumbags, mate. just past two girls coming down. I can hear voices up on top, so I'm hoping it's just people going up and enjoying the view. I'm not staying there for the night. Obviously a bit selfish. It'd be nice to have the top to myself. However, it is for all to enjoy, so if there is someone up there, it is what it is. Right. Slightly windy conditions, always put a byline through a carabiner so don't complain. This is the first Wainwright that I've ever stayed on. So Glenridding Dodd, thank you for having me. Thank you for popping my wild camping Wainwright cherry. Wainwright. Got there in it. I'd love to tell you what's behind me, what fells what. I am shocking when it comes to that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm bloody useless. I'm on Glenridding Dodd, I know that much. Oh, and Go Barrow Fell is over there, here I think. I only know that because I've been up it. Yeah, so this is it. This is my accommodation for tonight. Little tip as well for you, if you use your hike club P2, your roof, your cap for your roof, what I've done, and I learnt this off other videos as well, so don't quote me on this, is I've cable tied two, just so when you take it off, it don't blow away, because obviously when you buy it, it's not attached. And then when you're up here, even if it's windy or not, just time around the pole and then clip them in. Don't cable tie the lot, obviously, just do 2 at the end, so when you are taking your tent down you can unclip those, but your top cap won't blow away. But yeah, so there's my new pegs. You might recognise the top of them. Hopefully they'll be a bit sturdy. I've still got the Naturehike ones that they came with a tent, and then I've got these big ones to keep down the base of the tent. There's a pile of rocks there. I might do the old rock trick as well round the back, because the wind is coming from this direction, which is going to hopefully not batter but hit the back of the tent. That's why I put the back of the tent that way. But I've got a door here looking out onto that. So yeah, other than being a bit trepidatious for the wind, so I'll keep it the sun there, don't I? Be my natural light. Yeah, other than being a bit trepidatious for the wind, but we've all got to pop that cherry at some point, haven't we? That was close. Oh, another thing as well, if you are buying a Naturehike Cloud Peak 2 for the first time, another little hack for you. Again, I learned this off another video, so passing on the tricks and tips. The ground sheet, I've cable tied that to all 4 corners as well, so when you take the tent out and then pitch it, you've not got to worry about faffing about putting the ground sheet down first, because it's already there. So there you go. Let's have a little explore around the Glenridding Dodd summit, shall we? Now, if you were walking about in the dark, you definitely wouldn't want to fall in that. That would be a bit grim. Bet some of that stinks as well. It's full of little like rocky outcrops, like you've got one up there, one there, 2 over there, obviously the one I'm on. Pretty cool little summit plateau, to be honest. There are several places you can pitch. And you're, obviously with the wind, I was very tempted to put it down there, but I'm being brave. I'm being a big boy. That's where we've got it. Just there. There we go. There's burnt bits of charcoal or burnt bits of wood. There's this. Look. Look at that. Rocks ain't going to hide it, you dicks. You do not need a fire up on one of these. Just pitch your tent and enjoy it. It winds me up, you're scarring the land. That'll take ages to regrow that. If at all, because you've put rocks on it. There's no need for that, man. It winds me up. Check that! Boys in the RAF doing their thing. You got to appreciate the way they fly, man. Because I was, as you can see by the footage, I was higher than them, so that's some serious low-level flying with a big, heavy bit of kit. They've got some skill, them lads and lasses. Just setting up my sleep system, bit early because it is only 4:30, but nothing else to do. So at the minute I've got my OEX Phoxx 5.0 sleeping mat, my Flextail pillow, and then where is it? Just there in that big black bag is my RAB Ascent 1100. Now, if you've watched my Grinslow Knoll wild camp, you'll know that this coffee is an absolute blessing. Because numbnuts here. I can't remember what I forgot now. It weren't my stove because I ended up having obviously a boil in a bag milk, so I had that. I can't remember if it was coffees that I forgot or my cup. I think it might have been coffees. Either way, watch the video, find out. I was wounded, and it didn't help the fact that it was Baltic. For those of you who are not too sure, that's the OEX Heiro Stove or Aero Stove with a silent H. Had it just over a year now, I think. Yeah, it must be over a year because I used it up Ben Nevis last year, so yeah, just over a year now. Fantastic stove. I highly recommend you get one. Obviously, there are other ones out there, jet boils and stuff like that. I have used the jet boil when I was on the West Highland Way. That worked just as well, to be fair. But obviously the OEX Heiro are a lot cheaper. So depending on what your budget is and how much you're willing to spend, then this one is definitely, it's good marketing, isn't it? This one is definitely the one to go. And you saw how quick that made that brew and all. Do you know what will go really well with that? Biscuits, controversial subject. What is everyone's favourite biscuit? Mine, at the minute, is pink wafer. I can't get enough of them. But I'd have to go bourbon. But pink wafers are the go-to at the minute for me because they are lush. The Asda ones, these ones, pink wafer ones. Crap at marketing me, you know. Yeah, them ones. Unreal. I had some from somewhere else the other day, I can't remember where it was, but they just didn't taste the same. These are fantastic. Anywho, cheers. And I will bring you back. Happy first day of spring, by the way. I completely forgot I heard it on the radio this morning. I can't remember if it's like the meteorological spring or just spring in general. Either way, we're officially out of winter apparently, so time for things to start warming up. I've got my dinner on, and as you can tell, it is getting a little bit colder. Yeah, all in the bag, meatball, something. It'll do for one night, won't it? So my dinner went completely tits up. Minced beef hot pot from Adventure Foods. If you do end up buying it, give it the biggest stir, to a point nearly putting a hole through the bag. Give it the biggest stir going, because I thought I did. Left it for 10 minutes, gave it another stir, started eating it, and there was still clumps of like dry powdery food. The meatballs hadn't sort of like softened up or anything. It was hanging, which in consequence put me off. So my tonight's dinner consisted of a large bag of beef Monster Munch, which as dinner's going, that's not too bad, let's be honest. But yeah, Adventure Foods minced beef hot pot. Be warned. Yeah, there's the offending item right there. Yeah, that's my view. That's my bedroom. Can't complain too much. So, got my down booties on because my feet were going a bit cold. So, but I probably will end up putting the down jacket on, I think, at some point, because I've no doubt it's going to get chilly. And going by these gusts, I'm more inclined to believe Met Office, because usually I go between Met Office and the Windy app. The Windy app is saying like 15, 16 mile an hour, and these ain't too bad at the minute, but there has been some stronger ones coming through that you would easily categorise as 20 odds. So I think I'm going to go with the Met Office on this one. Supposed to be mid-20s all night. 27 from about 4 o'clock in the morning. I suppose for all you like hardcore wild campers and whatnot, you know, 27 is just a breeze. But it's my first time up a Wainwright. Technically exposed because I'm bang smack on top of one of these little mounds just down from the summit. So Grinslow Knoll, I got away with it. There was hefty winds coming through Grinslow Knoll, but I plonked myself on the other side, so it was completely sheltered, so I didn't feel anything. For anyone who's not seen it, that's the new beanie for winter. I've got a baseball cap, but I kind of wish I had it today because I'm sure I've got sunburn on the old egg. Probably glasses marks as well. Let's have a look. Can't really tell on camera, or at least I can't. Now I've moved my glasses, it's a bit blurry. Yeah, I got a baseball cap, and I'm not keen on it, so I might have to rethink that. But yeah, from Vistaprint, got that 3M insulate thing. You know what I mean when you see it. Yeah, that one's fantastic. I've got a grey one. I don't know, it sits a little bit differently, so I think it might be slightly hit and miss. Grey one's nice during like going to work or whatever, you know. This red one's, I wore it up Grinslow Knoll during what seemed like the second ice age. That was brilliant, kept me well toasty. Yeah, I'll probably get more. There's a few colours still available, black, blue. There is white, but I'm not getting white. Anything white, you're asking for trouble. talking to the bastard camera for about 5 minutes and I didn't press record. What shit. So, take 2. Down jacket's on. Not that you can see it, but it is definitely on. The wind's not that cold, but when you're not moving about a lot, it is pretty chilly, to be honest, and you need your down on. Lights are on in Patterdale. Lights are on in the tent. And there are lights on around Oldswater, but can't really see the odd car go past here and there. That's it. And then yeah, a nice slither of light behind the fells there. That actually makes it look brighter than what it actually is. So yeah. So I'm going to call it a night. Well, not call it a night, but getting the old tent out of this wind. And just chill out in there, might watch a video or something. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. I'll see you in the tent. I'm telling you now, that office, and especially windy, can go swivel tonight, because these definitely ain't 20 odd mile an hour winds. These gusts are like battering this tent. I'd love to know what they really are. I need to get one of those wind things, don't I? Yeah. Don't think I'm going to get much sleep tonight. But we'll see, you never know, might nod off. So unless anything interesting happens, hopefully nothing untoward to the tent, I shall bring you back in the morning. Happy dreams. I reckon it was at least 30 miles an hour, 20 mile up. Just trying to take out, so I'm going to leave the pegs that do round the base, I'll leave them in. Hopefully it won't blow away like a bastard. Windy bastard. going down easier than I thought, to be fair, in this wind. Definitely going to do that more often if it's windy again. Leave it pitched around the base. Obviously put a couple of carabiners on and then undo the base, leave the top off, stock pegged it, roll it up and then let it peg it. Works a treat. Right, let's get the bag on. Get down off this hill. If you can hear me over the wind, I was just making a point that we are leaving no trace. That's where I was. That was my view. Nothing. All my rubbish is strapped to my bag at the back. Pack that in. Pack that in. Pack that in. No need for it. Steep as anything, look at that. Boy. I hate those gravel coming down hills. Horrible. If I do fall backwards, that'll soften the blow, just like I don't twist my knee or ankle or something. You know when your big toe pushes against the front of your shoe when you're coming down? Yeah, had a fantastic sunrise. Didn't see the sun, but my god, the colours were unreal. I hope the camera done its justice when you've just seen it, but it was unreal that. That coming down. Now I got that. The last bit, I'm hoping. I don't know if you just noticed that little wobble then. But getting off that last little bit then, my foot, well my heel, my right foot hit a stone and it rolled. Nearly had my ankle off then. Right, I'm only a little way from Glenridding now, so I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed it. My trepidations and whatnot have been put to bed. The tent held up very well, and again it is a case of how you pitch it and whatnot, and taking extra steps for different parts and whatnot. So yep, hope you've got something out of it. Glenridding Dodd is a lovely place to go and camp, so if you're up for it, go for it. Probably best in the weekday though. I'd imagine it gets a bit crammed up there at the weekend. If you can hit like on this video, that will help massively, and what would be epically appreciated is if you hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.